There are times in history that one never forgets. Let's take, for example, the Independence Day of America. No one can forget that date, July 4th, and what it represents to the people, the Americans. Likewise, there are landmarks of Dota that one never forgets. During the summer of 2015 at the International TI5, the $6 million EchoSlam was brought to life. In this story, Crystalis Dota explains what the slam was, how it impacted Dota, and how it remains to be a shining light of Dota history. Part 1. The $6 million slam was the key play that led EG, or Evil Geniuses, to win TI5 and earn $6 million. It was during the last and ultimate game of the Grand Finals. It was Game 4 of TI with EG leading 2-1. One win would help the team attain the title. So how did it take place? The game was at a standstill until CDEC finally caught a break by picking off Sumail on Stormer Spirit, who, by the way, was the main carry and star of Evil Geniuses. Once he died, CDEC felt like they had a clear opening to take Roshan. So like all common sense folks, they thought it's 4 versus 5. Let's go get Aegis, right? Wrong. Little did they know that this was the beginning of the reckoning. It was the beginning of their apocalypse. Seriously, it's true. As CDEC began attacking Roche,
they had just picked off Sumail and they were trying to take Roche, and they all walked into the pit. We didn't have vision of them at the time, but then I told PP to throw in an ice vortex, and he threw it in there, and I saw a couple of them, so I just assumed they'd all be in there.
Universe's spidey senses was tingling, kind of like what Tesi says during a draft analysis. Check it out.
Probably gonna think of last pick hero for SEC.
You need to win this game in 25 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking he's gonna pick sniper here.
I can come and hit him.
I mean, you can protect him too with Dazzle.
There we go.
Sniper. Yep. Strong reads. Wow.
You simply have a feeling, and it comes true. Universe told the team to check Roshan, to check the Roshan pit.
And I just made a blind leap of faith, and then they're all in there, and they all died to the EchoSlam, so.
Once the first ice vortex showed 1 or 2 enemies,
nuclear launch detected.
it was go time. Yep, goosebumps, right? You know it was then that the world had come to an end for CDEC. You may think I'm over-exaggerating, but seriously, in that moment, that pivotal, brief moment, that little ice gave the signal. The deadliest Earth Slam combo in Dota history would come take place. As soon as the vortex came, PPD followed with the ancient apparition ulti blast, as did Universe come flying in with a blink slam. He didn't really see all 5, but felt like that they are all stacked together. You can tell that the EchoSlam was a preemptive strike, but somehow by the guidance of the Dota gods, everything would fall in the favor of the boys in blue. Both AA ulti and EchoSlam were in perfect synchronization. Then Universe followed up the slam with a fissure, which ultimately led 4 CDEC players dying in an instant. And the rest was history. The game and fate of CDEC was sealed at that exact moment in time. Imagine just simply losing the chance to hold $6 million in an instant. It was one of the most heartbreaking times in Dota history. It also was one of the biggest shining moments for the American team, Evil Genius. EG would have a commanding lead henceforward and eventually walk down bottom lane and win the game along with the $6 million prize. Part 2, how this specific play impacted the entirety of Dota. You see, many people just hear the name and assume it's, not a big deal, but when you really think about it, it really is something spectacular. It has the name or the notion of a $6 million slam because it literally shook the ground and left a scar. To this day, everyone who walks near Roshan Pit knows what the $6 million slam felt like. Every time you watch it, you feel it. The hair on your skin rises and your body vibrates by the play. Seriously, words alone cannot describe the slam. It is something far greater.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the ice blast, ready for the dawn! In from Universe, it's a disaster! CDEC CDEC! They're gonna get wiped for the fate of the...
Today, the International is deemed as the biggest tournament in esports due to such impacts. It was the biggest moment of Dota as of 2015. Even to this day on 2018, players and fans recall that slam. They remember it. And even though some may disagree, on the other hand, I think that this is by far the most impactful play in TI history, the International's history. The reason why I say this is because there was no other single play that can outclass this specific play. In TI1, we saw Na'Vi win. In TI2, we saw the Chinese team IG win with their style. Then in TI3, we saw Alliance win. Yes, it's Rat Dota, but it was just not a singles play that made the game-winning decision. It was a combination. Then Newbie in TI4, similar. In TI6, we see Wings Gaming take over with their unique playstyle. And in TI7, we see Liquid win due to masterful strategy and team play. But TI5, it was Evil Geniuses winning it all due to one single high-risk play. Right after that single slam, China knew it, Southeast Asia knew it, the Europeans knew it, the Americans knew it, heck, even the little tiny nations like Bangladesh knew it. Evil Geniuses had won the Aegis of Immortal and the International Tournament right at that moment, right after that EchoSlam. This is why this particular play impacts Dota forever. And the third part of this video, or this story, how does the EchoSlam impact today? You see, unlike other Dota fans, to me, this slam still rings in my ear. When I hear Dota, it buzzes. The EchoSlam, the $6 million slam. When I tell my friends about Dota, this is what I show them. Hey, check out this play. You know, you try to emulate the feeling that you got as you tell it. That is the point. You can try to feel this EchoSlam, this moment in time in Dota's history, and it's immortalized. You can feel it to this day. I mean, simply try to listen to Toby 1. My God.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dog! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC!
It really was and still is special. Today, Dota fans like myself and thousands of others look to see such plays. We boldly wait for every international tournament to take flight again, just hoping to see such big plays. The real question is, will we ever see another game-ending single barrage of plays take place like this ever again? Will we witness another $6 million slam ever again? Perhaps it could even be a $12 million slam. Who knows? That's the beauty of Dota. That is the reason why we watch Dota. We wish to see if history can repeat or if we can witness something far greater.
When that one amazing play comes along, you have to elevate that to become memorable for eternity.
Hopefully, you all continue to support and watch Crystalis Dota, as I will be here every step of the way as Dota continues to revolutionize. Until next time, this is Crystalis Dota. If you like this story, make sure you check out my other videos. You might find something interesting. Anyways, I'm out.